Hi, my name is Shauna Vandenberg, and I'm currently an intern at La Quinta High School. My Zunal WebQuest that I've designed is on the subject of California's water shortage, specifically the Coachella Valley water shortage. So students visit the welcome page, and it shows the grade level 9 through 12, students who are in either a geology class or an earth science class. The description that is that the WebQuest is geared to enhance the learner's knowledge of California's water shortage issues and provide potential solutions to those issues. So the students will then move on to the introduction page. Okay, so once they get to the introduction page, it's a short paragraph basically trying to get them to really think how water is so essential to our survival. Have they ever wondered what would happen if the earth actually ran out of drinking water, and if there's a way that they can make a difference to prevent this from happening. They will then move on to the bottom of the page where there's a video, just a short video to kind of stress the importance of water. What would happen if you stopped drinking water? They then move on to the task page. Okay, once they're at the task page, you see that their task is to be able to investigate facts as they relate to California's water shortage. They will learn facts such as where California water is stored, how it's transported, and how it's used. They will also be able to identify California's largest consumers of water and possible conservation solutions. Once they've done all this, they'll take the knowledge that they've learned and they'll be able to demonstrate their learning and apply it through creating either a trifold brochure, a pamphlet, or a newspaper to display their findings. Students will be displaying their findings not only to their peers, but will be printing up their material to distribute to the Coachella Valley residents to educate them on this issue and ways they can help. And the goal of the project is just for students to be able to reveal their basic understanding of the issue and develop possible solutions that can be shared with their community. So after they've read through the task page, they then move on to the process page. Okay, activity number 1. In this activity, they start by visiting a website that gives them facts on California's water crisis. After they complete activity 1, they move on to activity 2, which is where they really discover what are the water sources in the Coachella Valley, where do they come from, which would be the Coachella Valley Water Basin. So the next activity, they will then watch how groundwater works and will learn about aquifers. So after they're finished with activity 3, they move on to 4, which is now to find out who are consumers or the greatest consumers of water in California. Once they're done with that, they will now be able to start applying their knowledge to find out what are ways we can solve the problem, ways we can conserve. And I've given them 2 links on activity number 5 because one of the websites is really geared towards identifying solutions worldwide. And then the second one is a website or a link that gives ideas on how to specifically help Coachella Valley residents. So after they're finished with those 2 websites, they move on to activity 6, where they're almost ready to start applying their learning. And once they're done with 5, they will go to a website, which is it's a very useful website, and it's very user friendly for students to create like brochures, flyers, newspapers. So they will use this website. This is where they will create their piece of information that they'll present to the class and then distribute to the residents. So once they're done with all of this, they can go on to the evaluation page. Now, the evaluation page is actually a link to a rubric, and for some reason my audio version that I'm using to record this this will not allow me to go there, so I apologize, but it is a rubric that grades them both on the content that they're presenting and the quality and appeal of their presentation. So we're finally on to our conclusion page. And the conclusion is just basically congratulating them through their hard work and determination. They now become conservation experts, but more importantly, the knowledge that they've learned they can now apply through creating their project, as well as passing the knowledge that they've learned on to family and friends and the public to help save California's water supply for future generations. Lastly, I'm at the teachers page. And the teachers page, I just kind of followed the Zunal suggestion, which was to tell people or fellow educators how long the lesson plan would take. And typically, I would assume this lesson plan would take at least one block period to do the research alone, and then another block period to create their informational piece and present it to their peers. So on this page you can also see that I address the objectives and standards that were addressed in this project, and then also supplied my credits. And that's it. I don't really have anything under authors except my name. At any rate, thank you for watching my WebQuest and giving me any valuable feedback. Thank you.